Okay, folks, welcome back. You'll recall from last week's episode, we just finished lifting the curse on the Great Decutri, although a lot of good it did because he died anyway. Literally the last thing we did last week was talk to Mido, who accused us of killing the Great Decutri after we tried to save him, but that's Mido for you. We have now been charged by the Decutri to seek out the Princess of Destiny at Hyrule Castle. So we're going to have to actually leave the Kokiri Forest, which, if you'll recall, is kind of an interesting direction because in episode 1, we were prevented by one of the Kokiri children from leaving, telling us that Kokiri children can't leave the forest or they'll die. But now the Great Decutri is telling us to do just that, so let's see what that's all about. First, Navi is blinking at us here, so let's press C up to see what she wants. The Great Decutri wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? Sounds good. Alright. And yeah, still can't pick the grass out of the ground, but anyway. Mido was very upset. Did something happen to him? So you see, now that we completed that dungeon, the characters have something different to say. What? Where are you going? To the castle. Where is the castle? Yeah, it's interesting to think about how none of these other Kokiri have ever been out of the forest either. What? Where are you going? Castle. Yeah, I think I heard that before somewhere. See if I can jog my memory. I'm not going to talk to everybody, but let's see. Well, our friend Saria was down here waiting for us by our house, but she doesn't appear to be here now. And she doesn't appear to be in her house either. What happened to Saria? Let's see, who else can we talk to here? Just because I like coming up here, because it gives a real nice vista of the forest. We'll talk to the girl that's up here. I think her name is Fado, although it doesn't actually say that anywhere in the game. But what did you do to the Great Decutri? Jesus, word really gets around. What? Where are you going? Are you going to say the castle? Where's the castle? Yeah. I swear to God if this guy says the same thing. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? Maybe. Alright. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Jordan. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. You received the fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and press C to start playing it. On the select item subscreen, yeah, okay, blah blah blah. It tells you how to do it, does this every time, start playing it. You can play different notes with A and the 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing, or to start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. It's one of my favorite moments in the entire game, I gotta say. I absolutely love that. Hyrule Field. Alright, we're actually outside of the forest, and we don't appear to have died. Isn't that interesting? Alright, so we can run around. Just before we go too far, I'm going to go into our menu here, and we will equip the Ocarina. I mentioned last episode, I usually like to have the ranged attack item in the C down slot, and usually I'll have my Ocarina in the right slot, and then the left one is whatever else. Deku Nuts tend to be more useful than Deku Sticks. In fact, Deku Sticks are almost not used hardly at all in the game. There's very, very, very few opportunities in the game where they're useful. Deku Nuts, you can use them a lot more frequently, so I'm going to have those equipped. And I'll just give you a little demo of how the Ocarina works. I almost said the Ocarina of Time. The Ocarina of... oh, right, the Fairy Ocarina. But anyway, so yeah, you hit the corresponding C item, and there it is. So you can press all of the C directional buttons as we were directed, and we play the notes, and also the A button plays a lower note there. And so you can just kind of play around with it and have some fun. And also, I think holding the Z or the R buttons will also change the notes by going either up a semitone or down a semitone. So I think R is up. So here's C up. But if I hold down R and then press C up, you'll notice it's one semitone higher. Whereas if I hold Z and press C up, so Z up, and then R up. So yeah, that differentiates them one semitone up or down from the note. But anyway, for right now, there's nothing that really helps us with. It's just kind of for fun. But anyway, okay, moving on. Hoot, Jordan, look up here. Oh, okay. You have my attention. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way, and you will see Hyrule Castle. You'll meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens, and Z or R to find the map. Yes, we know that. On the map subscreen, you will also see a flashing dot showing which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Yeah, I think I got it. Thanks. Alright then, I'll see you around. Hoot 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 ho. Alright? Don't understand owl, but... okie doke. And yeah, also, yeah, again, L pulls up your map on and off. And you'll see that we got this new map of Hyrule Field where we are here. And this sign here. Hyrule Castle and Lon Lon Ranch. This-a-way. Alright. So, obviously it's like an open world, so we can go where we want, but just for starters, we'll stick to the pathway. Once we get more comfortable with the area, we can branch off and take our own routes. Oh, now look at this. Isn't this interesting? It's actually getting darker. That didn't happen when we were in the forest. But out in Hyrule Field, time actually passes. Just as a side note, if you have your Ocarina out like that and equipped, like we were playing notes before, that also will temporarily stop time. But when you're out and about and moving around. And here's the castle. But, uh-oh! Nighttime, and we didn't get to it in time. The drawbridge popped up, and now we've got these enemies, skeletons bursting out of the ground. That's kind of freaky. Happy Halloween, everyone! So what do we got here? A stall child. Don't be afraid of the stall child. Just attack it repeatedly. You got it. Oh, what the heck? Wow. I had my shield out and everything, but it didn't help me. Oh, that was nice, though. Two birds with one stone. I'm gonna see if I can cut their heads off, too, by doing a horizontal swipe. Yeah, you can do that if you horizontal attack them. They'll slice their heads off. And look at this. He's just walking around without a head trying to find you. I love that. Pick up some more rupees. So basically, yeah, we just gotta wait for... Whoa, there's a huge stall child behind us here. Just gotta wait for dawn for the drawbridge to come back down again. Should be there soon. And daybreak is always denoted by the rooster crowing there, and you'll see as soon as it became daytime, the stall children sunk back into the ground again. Alright. Alright, so we got a little area here going into the castle area here. It looks like there's a guard here. Welcome to Hyrule Castle Town. It's a peaceful, prosperous town. Well, thanks. Press C up. Now, for some reason, the C up button, and there's a couple areas like this in the game, not very often, but C up actually doesn't do anything here. We're not allowed to change our angle. We're stuck to this one angle here. But there's a little door off to the side here. Let's try going in here first. There's a soldier over here. Let's talk to him. A great camera angle. Thanks, guy. Man, I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between you and me, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press A to lift it. I know how to throw jars. Thanks. This actually is not a bad idea either, because it's a great way to pick up some extra rupees. Although, you're going to notice something pretty soon. Look at that. See that? The 99 in our wallet just changed colors. It changed to a green now. That is to indicate that our wallet is full. Because now if we pick up more rupees, you'll see the number does not increase past 99. So we are maxed out in the amount of money we can carry. Alright. Also, you can break these crates by rolling into them. And sometimes there's rupees inside, but other times, something secret like that. Another gold Skulltula. That's always handy. Kill it. Collect the token. Remember, like I said in the last episode, always remember to collect the token. If you don't collect the token, you don't get credit for killing the spider. And just real quick, you should see in our menu now, that's now reflected in, yes, we now have 4. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Into town we go. Market. This is, again, now it's the opposite. If we press C up, it won't let us change to a top-down perspective. We're locked into this camera angle where the camera's sort of in the middle of this sort of town square, and we're limited to just kind of running around in circles. So let's see what some of these crowd folks have to say. Hey, have you heard that Princess Zelda sees prophetic visions in her dreams? How about over here? Hey, who bumped me? And anybody over here got anything else to say? Come on, can't you make it any cheaper? Okay, so everybody's just kind of doing their thing here. This guy, this beard is my pride and joy. Doesn't it look luxuriant, kid? Sure. That's maybe not a totally appropriate thing to ask a child, but okay. So I don't think... Is there a way... I don't see that there's a way to read the sign anywhere, but that's the bazaar. And then over here, this is the potion shop. Again, there doesn't look like there's a way to read signs, but let's see what this lady has to say. Kid, have you been to Lon Lon Ranch? Their milk is delicious. There are many horses there, and the young daughter of the ranch owner is cute. To get to Lon Lon Ranch after you leave town, head due south across the field. You should visit the ranch at least once. Noted. My precious puppy can run faster than any of the other mutts around here. What an odd thing to tell somebody. Oh, you are so handsome. Just like the king of Hyrule. Hee. And then if you speak again, now the man talks. Oh, you are more beautiful than Princess Zelda. Oh. Again, get a room, guys. You're in public. Let's see what these guys have to say. I wanted to see Princess Zelda. I avoided the guards, swam through the moat. I was almost there when they caught me. I found a small drain hole on the right side of the castle that I thought I could sneak into, but I got stuck there. What does the other guy say? Oh. I guess they both say the same thing? That's kind of weird. Really? It was the same thing? Oh, no. Okay, I was just logged on to somebody different. Wahaha, what a crazy guy. Can you believe this guy was crazy enough to try to sneak into the castle to see Princess Zelda? I can believe it, because he just told me. All because of this idiot, they've tightened security at the castle. Wahaha. Thanks. And over here, more people haggling for deals. It looks like, hey, let go, it's mine, I found it first. And over here, hey, who bought me? Okay, same stuff. Do you know about the Temple of Time that we have in the northeast part of town? Legends say that the Temple of Time is the entrance to the Sacred Realm. Did you know that? I do now. Let's see what this old guy's got to say. Have you heard the legend of the Shadow Folk? They are the Sheikah, the shadows of the Hylians. They say they swore allegiance to the King of Hyrule and guarded the royal family. But with the long peace, no one has seen a Sheikah around here for a long time. However, I heard there is one Sheikah woman living in the castle. Interesting. I made a lot of money. Maybe I should go look for more things to sell. I know, I should go to Lake Hylia. Many things float down the river and end up there. Haha. Okay. This guy over here, what's his deal? Please with C. Please sell me something. Please with C. So we're not going to do anything yet, but what you can actually do is if you have a particular C button item that is eligible for this, you can equip it to your C, and then when he prompts you to, just press the corresponding C button, and you'll actually be able to hand it over and trade him for some rupees. Let's see here. I'm not dancing, you know. My back itches. Ooh, okay, that's great. That's why they put that in the game. I don't know. Hey, Forest Boy. This is the city of Hyrule. Take your time and enjoy the sights. If you came here to see Hyrule Castle, take the street on your right. If you want to see the back alleys of the town, take the street to the left. Okay. And the last little girl here in town we haven't talked to yet. Let's see. Hey, your clothes. They're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. Watch it. My name is Malin. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. Okay, that's also interesting. Also, we can go up this way, too, if you're so inclined. And there's some rupees up along this way. Again, our wallet's full, so it doesn't really make much of a difference now, but... They say we Hylians have big ears in order to hear the voices of the gods, but I've never heard them. Alright, let's jump on down. Alright, let's check out some of these shops that are around here. First, there's a door over here. Treasure chest contest, temporarily closed, open tonight. So... that's a dynamic that we're going to have to get used to as the game progresses, is that there's going to be some things that we're only able to do during certain times of the day. Unlike with Majora's Mask, which we might get into later, but where that game is very, very precise in terms of specific times, this game is a little bit easier to adjust to. It's basically just either is it daytime or nighttime. But still, it's something to keep in mind. Just before we see the rest of the shops, we can go down some of these back alleys too before I forget. And this guy here. Hey, Sonny. I'll tell you something helpful. I heard there is a mysterious fountain somewhere near the castle. That's interesting. What do we got here? Strange. This door doesn't open. Okay, that is strange. We can come in here. And nothing. Here we can switch to a top-down, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here that we're missing. So that's interesting. We can just walk into someone's house. Let's see if we can smash this crate without accidentally walking out the door. 5 rupees. And let's see what's down this back way. It seems strange that packs of dogs roam our streets at night. Doesn't that seem weird to you? I suppose. And Hey, what's wrong with loitering around all day? Huh, kid? Okay, again. Not sure what's worse, that or the my back itches lady, but... Strange, this door doesn't open. What's going on here? Why would they put that in the game? Alright, let's check this out here. Shooting gallery. Shooting gallery. 20 rupees for one play. There are 10 targets. You have 15 chances. Hit all 10 targets. 10 targets, a perfect prize. Hit 8 or more, a free retry, or hit less than 8 is game over. Rules at the shooting gallery. Don't lean on the counter. Don't disturb other customers. Alright. So, do you want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Actually, I'm going to say nope just for 1 second here, because I forgot I wanted to cover something. Alright, you don't have to play if you don't want to. Right, okay. Let's go to our menu here. I showed you, obviously, last episode, the main dungeon item we picked up was the Fairy Slingshot, and I talked about how you can use Deku Seeds, which are different than Deku Nuts, and the Deku Seeds are your ammo for the Slingshot. But what I forgot to cover was this. Over on your equipment subscreen, you'll notice here this is a slot is filled in. Over there, you're going to have items that you can manually equip and even switch between them. Over here, these are just items that you just have that you don't have to do anything with, but you'll notice Bullet Bag holds 30. So I'm pointing that out now because that's actually something that we can upgrade right here and now by winning this little mini game. So sure, we'll pay 20 rupees to play the game. Okay, this is a great game for grown-ups. Yet you're letting me play anyway. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. Take aim at the targets from that platform over there. Can you hit 10 targets? You get 15 shots. Draw your weapon with B. Are you ready? Go for a perfect score. Good luck. Okay, so this is interesting in that this is one of those very rare examples that I talked about before, where every once in a while your B button will have something equipped to it different than your sword. So in this case, it's going to automatically put your slingshot to the B button. So you're pressing B instead of the corresponding C button. Alright, let's do it. So again, B to bring it out, and then release B to let fly with your shot. And this, there's not really much that I can say about this because it just kind of takes practice. I'm not really sure how to offer advice on this part of it exactly. There we go, hit all 10. Wonderful, bravo, perfect. Here's a fantastic present. So just practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it until you're comfortable with it. It's not really that hard, but you got a Deku Seeds bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets. Alright. So now, look at that. We got a bigger bullet bag. Holds 40. And look at that, it even has the decency to automatically top me up. So now I've got a full 40 Deku Seeds in my... You can't really see it, it's grayed out because in some areas you can't use items. Yeah, so there, if we go and see it, the color comes back in. So we got 40. Yeah. So like you'll see in this area, see the only thing colored in, right, at least fully, is the Ocarina. So we can take out our Ocarina and play around with it, but none of the other items will apply. Okay, let's take a look at what's over there. What's the shop here? Happy Mask Shop. Let's see what this guy's got to say. What a strange shop. I wonder when it'll be open for business. I read the sign there, but it still seems weird. So the shop isn't open for business, but they still let people just wander in. Okay. Let's read the sign. Happy Mask Shop. Please read the sign before you use the shop. How the shop works. We do not sell masks at this shop. We just lend them to you. You sell the loaned masks on your own. You pay back the money for the mask, and we will lend you a newer model. You can borrow masks you have already sold again. However, you can sell each model of mask only once. Please try our shop. Happy Mask Owner. Happy Mask Shop Owner. I get a little ahead of myself when reading sometimes. That is weird. Alright, let's check out the potion shop. There's a guy hanging out in here first. There's a rumor going around that there is a potion shop that can make the ultimate medicine. Good to know. Welcome. Again, remember, as was the case with the shop in the Kokiri Forest, you can either talk to the owner or just look at their wares. Let's talk to the owner first. Hey kid, if you want to carry medicine, you need a container to put it in. We don't have that right just yet. So that means here, for example, green potion, drink to recover your magic power. This is just a single dose. We don't even have magic power, so that wouldn't help us at all. But how about this? Red potion, 30 rupees. Drink to recover your life energy. This just so that's useful. We could we could make use of that. But again, even though we've got the money, we've got more than enough than the required rupees if we click buy. I'm sorry I can't sell this to you unless you have a bottle to put it in. And up here, Fairy Spirit, you need an empty bottle to put it in. Don't go into battle without it. So Fairy Spirit is neat because if you use it and release the fairy, it functions exactly the same way as Red Potion. The difference is that whereas Red Potion, you have to actually use it before you're killed in order to gain its effects, obviously. Makes sense, right? But with the Fairy Spirit, it's actually a little bit better because you actually don't have to use it. If you are killed in battle, the fairy will automatically release itself and resurrect you. So you at least get the benefit of getting, you know, use out of all of your red hearts. With the potion, you have to, you know, wait until you've, you know, lost a bit of your health and then decide, you know, do I want to use it now? Do I want to risk losing, you know, more health, taking more damage? But depending on how close you're getting to being totally emptied out of red hearts, you know, you run the risk of taking too much damage by accident. But, so, yeah, Fair Spirit is better, but you'll notice, again, 50 rupees versus 30, so it's a little bit more pricey. Blue Fire, 300 rupees! We can't even carry that much. We can only carry 99. So what's the deal with that? You need an empty bottle to put this in. Use it to feel refreshing coolness. Wow, 300 rupees just to feel cool. Bottle Bug, you need an empty bottle to put it in. It looks just like an ordinary bug. Okay. There's 200 rupees. Just caught and so fresh, you can keep it in a bottle. Oh, that's interesting. Poe, this is a bottled ghost spirit. Sell it to someone who is crazy about weird things like this. So wait, you're telling me the only purpose of buying this is to just then sell it to somebody else? Right. And you can get some Deku Nuts here as well. But, alright, let's get out of here. Anyway, that's the potion shop. And then lastly, we've got, as I said before, the bazaar. Can I get behind here? I don't think I can really walk behind here. Oh, though, that reminds me. It looks like we missed talking to this guy who's running around the whole market. Huff, huff, I'm late for a very important date. Ah, how clever. Alright. And again, we'll talk to the guy chilling. I heard a rumor that there was a monster that eats Hylian shields somewhere out there in the world. Have you ever seen it? I have not. Welcome. My current hot seller is the Hylian shield, but it might be too big for you, kid. Yeah, so here's a Hylian shield. You can buy it for 80 rupees. This is a big heavy shield, just like the ones Hylian Knights use. It can stand up to flame attacks. Interesting. We don't even... Oh, we're shy by 1 rupee. We could go out and get the rupees if we really wanted, but we can pass for now. And then look at this. Bombs. Ooh, that's interesting. Taking it with C and press again to throw it. You can't buy them without a bomb bag. We don't have a bomb bag, so we can't even hold bombs at the moment, but that'll be fun once we finally get to blow stuff up. Again, recovery hearts and Deku Nuts and arrows and Deku Sticks. Okay, so just some sort of general kind of stuff. Okay, what else can we do here while we're in the market? I think that's about everything that there is to be done for now. What we can do is, now, just up this way, or straight up ahead, is where Hyrule Castle is, but we're going to take a minor detour just for a moment and go off this way. Look at this, we have 4 Gossip Stones all in a row. Again, we still can't do anything with them, but the statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Anyway, come around this way. Look at this, this big cathedral. It's interesting. Let's walk in here and just see what this is all about. Ooh, Temple of Time. Ooh, pretty. And this is kind of an interesting looking platform here. Hexagonal sort of platform with the Triforce symbol in the middle. And then up here, looks like we can't go any further in than this, but it's got this interesting symbol on there, on the wall. And then here we can check here. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. Interesting. Again, remember, just at the very end of last episode, we were able to collect the Kokiri's Emerald, which, as you'll recall, the Great Deku Tree described as the spiritual stone of forest. So that's got to be one of the 3 spiritual stones that that inscription was talking about. But we've only got the 1. So I guess that's a dead end for now. Alright, we've wasted enough time. Let's finally make our way to the castle. Ooh, pretty castle. Hyrule Castle. Oh, and there's that owl up there again. Oh, that's freaky. Looking at me upside down. Hey, Jordan, up this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Ho 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 hoot. On this ground, time flows normally. Unlike being out in Hyrule Field. But time stands still while you are in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, well, which way are you going to go now? Hoo hoo hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No, thanks. I'm good. Hoo! You're a smart kid. Good luck then. Hoo hoo. I don't think it says this either anywhere in the game, but I believe the owl is known as Kapora Gaybora. But I'm not going to call him that. I'm just going to call him Owl. Alright, so right away, we're confronted with this gate. We can't get past it. Let's talk to the guard. So, you say you want to see Princess Zelda, eh? You probably heard about her in town and decided you had to come meet her. Well, go home! Get out of here! The princess would never grant an audience to the likes of you. Jeez, what crawled up your butt? Sorry. Alright, before we go anywhere else, there's a little secret here. If you just roll into this tree, you can shake free a spider that was hiding up in the tree. Incidentally, a gold Skulltula. So that's good. Now we're up to 5. Alright. Now, check this out. There's this vine here on the side. So we can actually climb the vine and use that. There's another gossip stone. You can use that to get past that guard at the gate. Very interesting. Oh, and look at that, we can, check this out here. The current time is 12:41, so it actually tells you the time. In game time, obviously. It doesn't flow according to real time, but there's just more guards up here. And if they see you, they stop you. Hey, you, stop, you kid over there. So whenever the guards catch you, they just throw you back out of the castle at the gate entrance. So, we gotta go back now. Oh, but what's this? That girl that we were talking to is waiting for us here now. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Teehee. Oh yeah, if you'll look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully, Teehee. Oh, gee, thanks. An egg. Great, just what I always wanted. You got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to C and see what happens. Select item subscreen. You can set it, blah, blah, blah. We know how to set things. Yes, we know how to use C button items. Incidentally, you actually have to get caught at least one time in order for Malin to appear like that. And you do need her to appear because you actually do need for her to give you the egg. Although right at this time, the egg doesn't actually do anything. You'll see it. All we do is a hole. Looks like this item doesn't work here. But we'll have it equipped anyway. But, alright. So we'll try that again, but we're just going to have to be a little bit more stealthy this time. So first of all, instead of just walking right across this bridge here, we can climb down the stairs here. And we'll just drop down to the bottom. Out the door. Wow, again, great camera angle right behind the ladder that literally just blacked out the entire screen. That's awesome. Hey, I'm on the other side of the gate. I'm on the other side of the gate. What you gonna do about it? He doesn't even see us. Alright. We'll come up this way first. Check this out. Make a mental note of this. Oh, it's starting to get dark out. Dead end. Yeah, there's just a boulder blocking our way. But keep that in mind for later. Alright. So what you can actually just see, there's guards up on the road, and then there's guards up on the top of this hill, so we got to be real careful. Oh, it has fallen. So what you want to do is kind of be real careful. Walk up like this. just over the ridge around the corner like that. And you should be able to get just past those guys and then just around those guys. And look, just up ahead there, there's a couple more guards along the road there. So let's stick to this little pathway here. Walk along this way. So now we can get past those guards. But then over there, up the steps, there's still more guards there. But if we keep going over to the left, you'll see there's a more of a rougher texture on this wall, so we can actually climb right up that little section on the wall. And then over this little ridge. So again, bypassing all those guards that would otherwise stop us and toss us out. So if we drop down here, now we've made it to the castle. It looks like the drawbridge is up, so we can't get in, and anyway, again, there's guards right there. So how the heck are we going to get past these guys? Well, we can actually just drop down into the moat and swim our way down the moat. This is kind of neat. In a lot of parts of the game where there's watery parts like this, you can actually find rupees in them just by swimming them down. And then you cut up in the corner here and you can actually lift your way out again. Ah, now look at that. A day cycle has passed, so a chicken is hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. So now our egg has been replaced with a chicken. Still can't do anything with it, though. We could just hold it in our hand. Looks like this item doesn't work here. Where is Link holding it anyway? You know what? I don't want to know. Let's see. We got another tree here. I don't know if anything. No, I didn't think anything fell out of that tree. However, there is a hidden secret here, but I'm not going to bother getting into that. We'll come back to that part later when it actually matters and we can actually take advantage of that secret. But oh, look at this guy here now. Guy taking a little snooze. Zzz, mumble, mumble. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come on and look around. So this must be Malon's father that she was talking about, who said that he went to the castle to deliver milk and didn't come back. He must have not come back because he fell asleep on the job. So how are we going to wake this guy up? Well, we wake him up, you guessed it, with the chicken. So we'll just lock onto him here and use our chicken. What in tarnation? That chicken sounds a lot like a rooster, don't you think? What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Alright, so let's talk to him now that he's up. Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? What? Malon was looking for me. I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Jeez, that guy can move. Alright, so here's that hole in the side of the castle that guy you were calling the market was telling us about. So we can sneak in the same way, but we can't reach it right now. What we can do is, though, here's those crates of milk that Talon was attempting to deliver. So we can push them just like we were pushing and pulling and climbing on top of the blocks in the last dungeon. We can do the same here. We just push them along this groove. First one, and the first one drops down, but then we can take the other box and pushing it the same way, we can stack it on top of the other one. And then we'll have created a little platform that we can jump on top of, and that'll give us enough leverage that we can jump across to that little drain. Alright. Climb up on top and hop across here. And then again, we know how to get into little holes, crawl spaces like that. Just go up to them and hit enter. Alright. Now this is an interesting little section here. This is sort of like a stealth mini-game, if you will. We've got to get from one side of the courtyard all the way to the other without being seen by these guards. So the trick is to hide behind the hedges and study the movement patterns of the guards and move when they're not looking, so we can walk behind them and they won't see us. One of those doofuses. Not even paying attention. Alright. Now, you can take the low road, and it's a little bit easier, but it's also a little bit more treacherous. because that one soldier doesn't move very far or very fast. I'm going to go this way. You got to be very careful, though. I'm going to walk slowly on purpose, real slow, just to make sure that I don't accidentally lose my footing and fall down right on top of the soldier. But the point is, by doing it this way, it doesn't matter what direction he's facing. He won't be able to see us. Alright, we'll just hang out behind here. And, oh, that guy only moved half the way. Shoot, so now that second soldier will be able to see down that laneway, so we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait for this soldier to pass us by first. Patience is key. Alright, let's sneak behind this guy, and then... Boy, we gotta take this one slow. Oh. Walk real slow to not bring attention to ourselves. And then here, we got two soldiers up ahead there. So it looks like they have the same movement pattern, but they're just moving one at a time and then the other. So we'll just wait for them to kind of come down this way a little bit. And then we'll move up the left side. There we go. That was pretty easy. Alright. Das ist das. Castle Courtyard. Well, now, who do we have here? Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Yeah, they're not too bright, lady. Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Do you have it? You mean this? Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story, and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. So that's her. That is Zelda. That's what this game is all about, the Legend of Zelda. What is your name? Jordan. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Okay then, Jordan. I'm going to tell you the secret of the Sacred Realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone, okay? The legend goes like this. The three goddesses hid the Triforce, containing the power of the gods, somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So, the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. Hey, we were there. There wasn't anything there, though, when we went to visit. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the Sacred Realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. The game's namesake. Interesting. Did you understand well the story I just told you? I did. Thanks very much. That's great. Okay, don't condescend. Do you understand English? I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Okay. If you insist. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. Ooh. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. What we're planning? Oh, jeez. I'm getting wrapped up in something here. Yes. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Ooh, serious shit. Jordan, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay, fine, I guess. Thank you. I mean, I'm really just trying to speed things along here. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow. This letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set it to C and show it with C. On the select blah blah blah, how to equip it, yes we know, and then use that C. Okay, well, they really need to tell us that every single time. Alright. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. Okie doke. Also, this is just a little Easter egg here, but if you look out these the windows here on the side of the castle, you'll see on the wall there's portraits. In the other room, there's portraits of Nintendo characters. So there's Peach, Yoshi, who else is in there? Well, I don't see anybody else in there. On the other side, though, there were a few others we saw. There's Luigi and Bowser. Is there not a Mario portrait in there? I would have sworn there was. Maybe I just don't have the right angle. Okay, Navi, hang on one second here. Trying something. Alright, let's see what you got. What would Saria say if we told her we're going to save Hyrule? That's an interesting question. Let's see if there's anything over in this window, maybe. No, it doesn't look like it. I was sure there was a Mario portrait. Oh, it's because it's just dead head-on. I don't know how I missed that before, but interesting. And it looks actually like that's directly from Mario 64. But anyway. Alright. So, here's her attendant. I am Impa of the Shaikas. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You were heading out on a big, new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Memorize this song. So you'll see this at a number of points throughout the game, is that you'll learn a song somewhere in some way, and it teaches it to you first before you learn it. So it'll play the song 2 times like that, and then give you the opportunity to play it back once, and then you'll have learned the song. So we just follow along with those notes as they appear on that scale. Even if you don't understand music, you just press the corresponding buttons, right? So it'll be left, up, right, left, up, right. And a lot of the more basic songs in the game are just sort of an easy 3-note repeating pattern like that, so it eases you a little bit into the idea of learning and playing music. So we just learned a song. Excellent. You've learned Zelda's Lullaby. Good stuff. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Oh! That's a neat trick.